Well, Chris, it doesn't feel like 5 minutes since we saw you majestically flying through the air at Stadium MK, giving us the lead in Buckinghamshire. But we're here already, a week of pre-season done. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's been good, obviously. New manager, new setup in place, and always interesting seeing how different people work, and been long days and hard work and exactly what we need really. So yeah, a really positive first week and a bit. So yeah, the boys have taken to the new regime really well.
Just to take it back to that MK Dons game, because everybody said obviously the euphoria of Brits winning goal would tide us over into the summer in a nice positive attitude. Are you still feeling the benefits from that result in the early stages of pre-season?
I don't think just from that result. I think the way we finished the season, we were delighted for Willow that we managed to go the last 5 games unbeaten, picking up a good number of points as well. And obviously, we hope to take that into this year. And it was a lovely way to finish. Obviously for Britt, worked so hard, and to come back, striker getting his goal, which is most important to him. It was a lovely way to finish. But it all starts again now. Lots of different teams. Our first games against a team that's not wasn't in the league last year. So new challenges await us, and we're all really excited to see how it pans out.
I think everyone was delighted for yourself as well to get a goal after another very difficult season for you. Obviously an important pre-season ahead for both you and Britt. How's it started for you personally?
Yeah, no, I feel good. I don't have to ice anymore, which is lovely. Before the MK Dons game, that was the last time I've had to ice my knee or anything like that. So I was still managing it quite a lot, and since then I haven't had to do anything, and able to join in all the sessions, not getting taken out of any sessions anymore or anything like that. So to have a whole pre-season behind me can only really bode me well to hopefully play a big part this season.
Are you now feeling fully integrated back into things, as opposed to maybe at the back end of last year you said you're having to do a few interventions, things a little bit differently from everybody else? Do you feel now fully fledged back, ready to get back to your best?
Yeah, I don't have to see the physios at all, so I go in and still have to do some activation work, which I know I'll have to do for the rest of my career, just to kind of help with the safety side of it. And obviously I've had some bad injuries, but I feel great, and hopefully it's all in the past now, and just move on and look to have a positive season.
One thing that's not in the past for you is you're going to have to convince another manager what your best position is. We've seen you play all over the shop over your many years here at Forest. Any early indications as to where he may prefer to use you?
No, I haven't had that chat yet. I've done a lot of fitness-based work, and I've been playing midfield in some parts, and then other positions as well. But I really don't mind. I've always said that I'd like to play centre midfield, and I'm sure the manager will realise that from watching the games at the end of last season where I mainly was playing. But I really don't mind if wherever he wants to play me now. As I've said countless times, missing so much football is hard to take. So any opportunity I get to play, I'll try and take it with both hands.
Obviously it's very early stages, so we don't know too much about the manager. You don't know too much about the manager yet, but the fans will be interested to hear the early indications. What sort of vibes are you as players getting from him on the training ground?
He's very detailed in what he wants us to do already. Lots of tactical work and lots of technique work, especially last week. Lots of the way you receive balls and take balls and things like that. So yeah, a new way of a new style really that I've never had a foreign coach before, and it's a different take on it. But as I said, a really interesting one, and lots of football, which is what the boys always like in pre-season, rather than just getting the trainers on and doing laps, and then in the afternoon that's what we've been doing, getting the trainers on and doing our running and our fitness stuff. So it's been a good balance really, and as I said, the boys all seem really happy, and we've had real long days, almost like real people's jobs for a couple of weeks, and the boys have taken to it really well.
A couple of familiar faces back in the fold, Lars Veldwick, Jamie Patterson. I know the latter can be a bit of an annoyance at times, can't he? But I'm sure it's still nice to see him back.
Yeah, Pat was a great lad. He's life and soul of a room when he's in it, and all the boys have always got along with him great. And you see him when he went out on loan to Huddersfield in a struggling team, still scoring 8-9 goals or whatever he scored, and he's coming back, and I think he's had chats with people to make sure that he's going to be involved, and I really hope he can be, because he's already proved at Nottingham Forest, which a lot of players don't do, that he can do it at the City ground and in a red shirt, because we've seen a lot of players come over the years with good reputations and not really been able to make the cut, and Pato's not one of them. You know, he was fantastic in that year. In the last season, he was here for the whole year under Billy, and you know, I'm sure he'll be hoping to get that form again. And Lars, another one who had a fantastic season in Holland last year, who's come in, looks fit and with a point to prove. So hopefully both of them can play a big part, save the club having to go out and get other players and stuff like that, because they're both fantastic players who I think have both got a future at the football club.
One new signing through the door already, Apostolos Velios, come over from Greece, obviously the former Everton striker. What's he been like so far? Yeah,
he looks good, looks strong, you know, tall, you know, strong number 9, looks like a bit of a target man. Someone you can play into, a bit of the mould of Dexter and Lars, and hopefully he'll complement someone like Britt, you know, very well over the season. But yeah, it's all been positive signs for the first week or so.
Obviously we know that pre-season can be a tough time for the players, lots of running, maybe a bit more monotonous work than you would get going during the season, but friendlies are just around the corner now, Chris. Is that something you're really looking forward to, actually getting some game situations going? Yeah,
most definitely. I know a few yet to be confirmed, but it looks like we're going to have a pretty hectic schedule over the next few weeks, which should get all the players the minutes they need to be ready for the Burton game. So that's the best bit of pre-season. You do look forward to that first game, well, maybe not the first one, but the second one, once you've got the cobwebs out of the way. And you know, we can't wait to see what kind of tactics and information the manager tries to get over to us for the game situations.
And a very, very interesting first game of the season at home to Burton Albion. They'll be well up for that, won't they?
Yeah, I mean, we will be as well, though. You know, they're obviously a good side, and Nigel coming back again, you know, with a different side this time will add to the excitement of the day. But you know, it'll be a big day for them, but it's a big day for us as well. You want to start the season well. Traditionally, since I've been here, you know, we've started lots of seasons well and then not quite been able to continue it. But this doesn't mean that starting the season well was the wrong thing to do. So we'll be looking to do that, especially going into a couple of tough away games in the second and third game of the season.